This is Mrs. Scarpel again, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can find the mean or average for a list of data and the 5 values used to create box and whisker plots, where you can find those values. If you're looking for measures of central tendency, that's going to be the mean, that average that I mentioned, but it's going to be also the median of the quartiles that we use for our box and whisker plots. So again, we're going to press stat because we're finding statistical information. But this time I'm going to arrow to the right so that I highlight calc. What this means is it's going to calculate some things. And I want to use the one variable stats so that I can also see that median of my data. So I'm going to press enter. My calculator is set to list 1. If I want to change it to list 2, all I need to do is press the blue second button and then the 2, and it'll change it to list 2. I'm going to go ahead and change it back to list 1. So I'm going to press the blue button again and press 1. But it looks like I have list 2 in there again, so I just cleared, and I'm going to try it again. So second 1 to get list 1. And then you can either arrow down to calculate and press enter, or you can just keep pressing enter to get to that. So now when it's calculated, the first entry is X with a bar over it. That's read as X bar in statistics, but it stands for the mean of the data. So the mean of our price information is 562. So I'm just going to make a note of that on the screen here, that the mean for list 1, write this a little nicer, the mean for list 1 is 562. Excuse my handwriting. Pulling up the calculator again, see how we have this down arrow on the lower left corner? That means there's more information. The n equals 8 just tells me that I have 8 entries in the list. So I'm going to arrow down, and you'll see that we have a minimum of X. That means the minimum value in our list is 200. We also have the maximum of X, which is 1,000. That's the largest value in our list. And in the middle here, we have the MED. That stands for median. Median, when the values are written in order, is the middle value. So the median of our information was 550.5. And I'm just going to pull up the calculator again so that we can see it again. 550.5. Now when we're making box and whisker plots, if you remember from when you made those, most likely in middle school, we use what we call quartiles. So Q1 is the value at the left end of the box, and Q3 is the value on the right end of the box, and the median is a line somewhere inside that box. The whiskers connect to points that are at the minimum and the maximum above the number line. For our purposes, when we are asked to find measures of center, mean, and median, I'm not going to be interested in these quartiles. I'm only interested in the quartiles when I need to do a box and whisker plot, or if I'm looking for how far the spread is when I divide my list of numbers evenly. Now let's say we wanted to find the mean and the median for list 2. You would just press stat again, highlight the calc, press enter for the one variable stats, and then as I showed before, second list 2, And this time I'm just going to go ahead and press enter till I calculate. And we can see that the mean for list 2 is 55.375. And if we arrow down, we will see that the median is 64.5. So you can find your mean and median for any list. You just need to make sure that when you're calculating it, you state which list it is you're finding the mean and the median for.